Um, During one of the earlier discussion, we look at how binary tree reversals are implemented, and we have seen that these reversal algorithms were done in a recursive manner. So for this discussion, we will look at one way of basically mimicking or copying the implementation of the idea of the pre-order, post-order, and in-order reversal. However, instead of doing it in a recursive manner, we will be doing that in an iterative manner. Um, Before I show to you the actual algorithm, it's worth noting that since the original algorithms were done in a recursive way, obviously there will be a function stack somewhere in the when we try running or invoking those algorithms. So essentially, what we will be doing is instead of having a function stack, instead of having something that is being done, that is being used during runtime, we will be putting it in our program, in our algorithm, and essentially convert the recursive traversal algorithm into something that is iterative. So let's look. So this is uh, um, an alternative implementation of the pre-order traversal. So I want you to look at the this line. So we have a visit here. We have an alpha pointing to the left hand of alpha, which is basically going to the left sub tree. And we have here an alpha pointing to the right hand of alpha, which is basically going to the right sub tree. So visit pre-order left, pre-order right. So the same idea that we had in pre-order reversal, in the recursive version of pre-order reversal, we still have it in this version. However, as we can see, this is not recursive, but rather this is iterative. Another thing that we can see is that here we will have a stack. Okay, we will have a stack S. So how do we actually use this stack in our pre-order reversal? So let's look at this example. So we have the binary tree here, and then we have a stack here, which is stack S. So we first initialize, and then just like in the recursive pre-order algorithm, we visit the node, so we visit the root, and then after visiting the root, we put it in our stack. We put a pointer, we push it in our stack here, okay? And then in the binary tree, we go to the left hand of this node. So take note that the idea here is once we pop it, every time we pop a stack, we go to the right hand. So essentially, the stack gives us a way to return to that node so that we will have a way to go to the right hand of that node, because visiting that node and going to the left hand is not a problem if we can do that sequentially. Going to the right hand without using recursion or without using a stack will be challenging because we need to have a marker that tells us that, hey, we are not yet done with this node, but rather we need to at some point go to the right hand or perform reorder at the right subtree of this node. So that is the general idea of the algorithm. So for node B, we visit it and then we push it to the stack. For node B, we visit it and then we push it to the stack. For node F, we visit it and then we push it to our stack. However, in the left hand of F, sorry, since the left hand of F will be empty, we pop F and we go to the right hand of F, which is also empty. Okay, so we pop D, and when we pop D, what will happen is we will go to the right hand of D, which is D. So we will visit that and we will put it in our stack. Since D has no left hand, we pop it, and there's no right hand. We're done with D. We now go back to our stack again because we have null value here, and the element at the top of the stack is node B, which is basically this one. We pop it, we look at its left hand, at its, we go to its right hand, and since it's empty, we don't do anything. We pop the stack again. We are now at node A. We go to the right hand of A, which is C. We push it to our stack. We go to the left hand, which is empty. We pop C. We go to E, and basically that's it. So the iterative version of the reorder reversal algorithm basically gives us a way of doing reorder reversal without using recursion, and the stack provides us a way of going back to the node so that we can go to the right subtree of that node. So the structure for the pre-ordered reversal and the in-ordered reversal is basically the same. The only difference is before doing the visit here, remember when we do in-ordered reversal, we first go to the left subtree of the node. We put this call just right after we do the pop. So what will happen is we will push the stack in our, we will push the node in our stack. We go to the left hand, and once we encounter an empty left hand or an empty right hand, we pop the stack, we visit it, and we go to the right hand. So that is essentially the same as our in-order reversal in our recursive in-order reversal algorithm. It's quite challenging when we do post order because for post order, we first push the node in our stack, and then we go to the left hand of that stack of that node, and then eventually later on we will pop that stack. We will pop that node to go to the right subtree, and once we have completed our reversal at the right subtree of that node, we should be able to return to the node again and visit that. So in effect, we are going back to the node after the first instance, or after the first time we do the left, after we visited the left subtree of that node, we return to that node twice to do the right, to reverse the right subtree and to visit that node again. So we will be putting the node in our stack twice. However, the challenge there is how will we know if this is the first time we are putting that node in our stack? Okay? And how can we differentiate it with the second time? So if for the first time we put it in our stack, then that means that when we up it, we will be doing a post order call to the right subtree, or if it will be the second time that we have upped it, then we should visit it. So in order for we should visit that node. So in order for us to implement that one, what we will be doing is when we push the stack, the node to our stack for the first time, we push the negative value of the pointer. Why? Because the negative here will tell us that this is the first time that we are pushing that node. So when we pop the node and we encounter a negative pointer, that means this is just the first time. After you have encountered this node and you have identified the right hand, you will push it back to the stack again. Or if it's positive, then we know that that is the time to visit that node. Because that is the second time that the node is encountered after it was pushed to the stack for the first time. So that is how post-order reversal works in an iterative manner.